So you now have a Telegram account, your account is correctly configured, and you have created a bot with the bot father. You also have a group here with at least you and the bot. Now in this lesson, we are going to write some Python code so that the bot can respond to some commands. So for example, if I do /start here, so nothing happens, but we are going to respond to that command from the Raspberry Pi. So what you're gonna see when you send /start from the Telegram application, that can be from the desktop or from your phone or from anywhere, you're gonna get a response here. Okay, let's do that. So we already have the token. Okay, in the previous lesson, we have gotten the token here from the bot father. We have stored the token inside a file, and now we get the token inside our Python program. Now, to be able to write some program for the bot, we will install a Python module, and this Python module is named Python Telegram Bot. So first of all, make sure you have pip3, so sudo apt install python3-pip. Okay, for me it's already done, and then pip3 install python-telegram-bot, and then you can also add --upgrade. Okay, and for me that was actually already installed. So now that you have the Python Telegram bot module, let's use it in the code. So you're gonna do from telegram.ext import updater and command handler. Okay, I'm just gonna explain to you what this is and what it does. Okay, so we have the Telegram token here. I am going to first create an updater. So updater is equal to updater, and you need to give the token. So token is equal to Telegram token. So the Telegram token you have read from the file. So basically the updater will allow this program here to being kept updated of what's happening in the Telegram application when you send some message to the bot. And then on top of the updater, we are going to add a dispatcher is equal to updater.dispatcher. So the updater will keep track of what's happening in the application. The dispatcher basically will take the commands that you send, for example start, and will dispatch them to the correct callback function that we are going to write now. Okay, so for each keyword that you want the bot to respond to, you can add a command handler. So we can do dispatcher dot add handler, and then use the command handler with first the keyword. So the keyword will be start, for example. This is a common keyword that we will use for every bot to start with. And then let's say start handler. Okay, this is a function we will need to create. Okay, I close the two parentheses here. So well, the code here, there is really nothing to understand. This is just like that. You create an updater and then a dispatcher, and you add for each keyword you want, you add a command handler with add handler, and that's going to be the same every time. Okay, and now that we have this, well, we need to create our, so let's create it here. We need to create def start handler. So we need to create the callback function that will be called when we send the start command on the application. And you are going to receive two parameters, which are update and context. And well, here, what you can do is you can process the request, and you can also actually respond to the request. So here, to respond to the request, well, you need to do context dot bot. Okay, you get the bot from the context parameter dot send message. you need to give two arguments, chat ID and text. So for the chat ID, you're going to do chat ID is equal to update dot effective chat dot ID, and for the text you do text is equal to, and just the text you want. Okay, let's say hello from Python. Okay, now how to know you need to do that? Well, that's basically what they say in the documentation. Okay, there is no really any logic here. This is just how to use the bot. So context.bot.send message with the chat ID, which is basically the chat ID we got here. So every chat, so this group chat here has an ID, and this is the ID we get. So we send a message to this chat ID with this text. Okay, now that we have the handler, we need to do updater.start polling. Okay, so it will start being updated. And then, well, if we just leave it like this, the program is gonna end. So I'm gonna start with updater.idle. Okay, like this. This is gonna make the program block here and continue to start polling from the bot, so that when we receive a command, it goes to the dispatcher, and then we have, for example, the start keyword, which is going to call the start handler callback function here. So let's run that. Let's run the script. Actually, maybe we can just add, let's say here, add a print Telegram bot ready, like this. So we have an output. So let's run that with the print. Okay, we can see Telegram bot ready, and now you can see the program is stuck. So it's waiting for commands that you send on the chat. So now you go on the chat, so whether on the desktop or in the mobile, and you do /start, and you can see we receive hello from Python. So this is correctly working. And you can do that as many times as you want. Start, okay, hello from Python. If you send anything else, for example, well, you have nothing because you don't have a command handler. And so here we start with the start keyword, which is usually what you're gonna do with a bot. But then you can basically duplicate this line for every keyword that you want. Okay, so you add the keyword and then you create a callback for this keyword. And usually what I do is I just put the keyword with handler. Okay, so that is pretty explicit. And now, well, when you run this, if you want to stop the program, here you just do Control-C and you wait a bit. You wait a few seconds and you can see now the program has exited. All right, and one last thing is if you want to get more documentation, you just type Python Telegram bot on Google or any search engine, and you're gonna find the documentation here. Okay, so you have the page, that's the page, and you're gonna find the introduction, documentation, okay, the API, every command that you can use. Okay, so in this course, I'm gonna keep things quite simple so we can reach the final project quite quickly with the minimum functionalities we need, and then you can refer to the documentation for more complex behaviors.